Winning number is 591-517. Winning number to 591-517. Playing the Carson Spirit Stand at the Boston Anthem of the field. Thanks for your participation.
Okay, we're back. If you'll just check in, back in. I don't have the mic on. I do. Yeah, well, actually, that was just me being too loud. Because sometimes, if I get overexcited, it buffers too much, and yeah. So I have to even though I'm excited, I have to keep my tone, yeah. Because then you can't hear anything. So the Warriors run back on the field here for this second half. They lead 31-0 over the 4-2 Myers Mohawks. We were just talking about it at halftime. Again, we're just pleasantly surprised, shocked. Not shocked.
Can't believe
we knew they had it in them, but I think like we said, even though you're a 6-0 team, if it's possible to play with a little chip on your shoulder, I think we saw that a little bit tonight. Where there's been some teams the last couple of weeks. They've had a good series or two against us. They might have played well against us for a quarter, and then it's described as, and I'm guilty of this too, a slow start. But over the course of the game, they still won 35-7 against Nanticoke, 41-7 against JR, 29-7 against Lake Lehman. So I think there was kind of a leave no doubt feeling tonight from that defense and offense. And there was some plays that we haven't seen, and that was exciting, and that's what you expect to see. And just guys continuing to improve, and a 6-0 team continuing to find contributors. Leo Harris is great. Now he's contributed all year, but tonight he's like the defensive star of the game with some of the plays that he's made. And then you still have the continued great performance from guys like Cameron Carr, F.J. Buccini, Corey Maruck. On the ground tonight, Corey Maruck's been a monster. He's just been. If you don't have two sets of arms around him, you got to get two sets of arms around him just to stop his forward momentum, and then you got to have help too.
Right.
And Myers just hasn't been having that, and he's just been maintaining. He's just been maintaining his balance and going and going and going, and he has well over 100 yards, I'm sure, in that first half. So just a tremendous start for a team that has some higher aspirations. I mean, you don't want to get too much ahead of yourselves, but we as fans can do that. Mm-hmm. Coach Spencer, I'm sure he's taking one game at a time. We've got 3 or 4 more games to get through. We know Pistons going to be tough. He's not even talking about. He hasn't talked past Myers. No. We as fans can do that. There's 8 teams out of 9 going to make the playoffs. We're going to have football at the Jake in November. So we're starting to think, and what kind of team you need to have to compete at that level. And it's a team that, even though you're winning, you still want to be getting better in a lot of aspects. And the team is doing it. Right. And very impressive. And just even guys on the line like Dante Bavani on the defensive line, and J.P. Gashai in there, and just Jacob Mikolajczyk had a huge sack last week. He had a huge block on that one long run. Remember we said he came in and he took his place alongside Pat Nelson, and Corey Maruck went over that side. I didn't know if he scored on that play, but it was a big third down conversion. Derek Ambrosino getting more involved in the pass offense and becoming that big receiver threat, running some nice routes. So continuing to improve even as an undefeated team. That's what you want to see, especially heading towards the end of the season and thinking about the kind of team that you want to be as you enter the playoffs. So we got another half of football. We got some talented kids from Myers Mohawks. We got a great quarterback on that side who's going to put it up sometimes. Mr. Hood really impressed us as a receiver in the first half. So they're not going away without a fight. But the Warriors have a 31-0 lead. I think you'll see our guys, first team, still for a couple series, maybe even longer, because you got to get their game legs under them. And so we'll see as they give the ball to the Mohawks for the first possession of the second half. We'll see what Myers tries to do to get on the board. And it's good down the middle. And it's taken by number 22, Tyson. And he's trying to get some room over the right side. Jake Bush did a nice job of getting low. And William Sabatelli. Yeah, we're going to give him. Bring it in, Frank. What did they used to give the Madden Award, like the Iron Man? We're going to give him the Silver Hammer Award tonight on special teams, because he has just been like a man possessed. Every time we look up, he's making a tackle on special teams. So William Sabatelli gets on senior night gets the silver hammer.
Very nice.
So it looks like Mr. Swinney is back out there. He's got a single setback with him. He's got two receivers.
He's got Yellen
split to
and
the right.
Petronic.
And two receivers split to the far side. He calls for the ball. He's going to roll left, and now it's a
got a
pitch,
pitch
shovel pass to number 15, and that's DeSoy, I believe, right?
DeSoy, yes. Kevin DeSoy.
Okay, and he's a senior? Cool.
He's a senior, yes.
So a little shovel pass that we didn't see in the first half. And right off the bat, the Mohawks have a first down up to their own 43-yard line.
Frank, they're in sort of a hurry-up mode here.
Yeah, I like it. Coach Labatz is saying, "Hey, we're not conceding the game." Yeah, right. Let's see if they could play a little up-tempo. So Swinney with single setback takes the snap. Now he's looking to his right side, and he's got number 5 there.
That's Reese Petronic.
Reese Petronic inside, inside the 50. So spreading them out twice there. First down on the first play and an 8-yard gain on the second play of this possession, and then quickly inside Warrior territory with 11 minutes left in the third quarter. 2nd and 2 at the Warrior 49. And definitely a different kind of energy from this Meyers Mohawk offense as they start out the second half. We've got Tyson split to the left, and he's looking for Tyson on a quick little slant. One of the receivers was expecting the ball in a different spot maybe, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 2. I know that's Hood. Who's 14? Number 14?
Number 14 is Tyler Yellen.
Tyler Yellen.
Hey, he lost the phone. Someone said they might have brought it up here. Is there a lost phone? What's his phone say?
It's like a person with an ACAS.
3rd and 2. Swinney calls for the ball. He's going to give it to Tyson over the left side, and he's going to be close to a first down.
I got the marker, Frank.
And he kind of flipped under there. And it looks like they will give him the first down as FJ Buccini. So he got to the marker and kind of did a slide to get under Buccini.
He wanted to make sure he got it, Frank.
Is there a slide phone?
First down.
Is there a slide phone? Really old?
First down for Meyers Mohawks at the Wyoming area 44-yard line. Still got that 4 receiver set. He'll send number 5 in motion, take the snap, and he will give it to DeSoy over center. He's got about 3 or 4 yards. Bring up a 2nd and we'll call it 7.
Frank Gashai and Bavani checking in on defense.
All right, trying to get a little bigger along the interior. 2nd and 7 for Mohawks.
Number 11, the G's Hood on our side here, Frank.
Swinney's got DeSoy back with him, and they're showing blitz. And it's a low snap, and he tries just to get it away. Threw it in front of the receiver.
He's covered up by Dimitri.
Number 17 there, Jacob Williams for the Warriors. Yeah. So he felt a little pressure there when the snap was low, and that's going to bring up a third and long. So did they find their 17 phones that they lost?
No, I just shut the door.
So we set a record tonight for phones lost, and it must be a full moon or other atmospheric disturbance that is causing phones to actually leave the pockets and purses of our adolescents, because 17 is a big number. So 3rd and 8. Swinney calls for the ball, and he is looking on the right side for number 5.
That's
Reese Petronic. And he's got the first down. Nice little route. Slant over the middle.
Covered up by Zakwe.
Zakwe.
It's the quiet.
And Zakwe.
Okay.
Rhymes with today. Zakwe made that tackle at the Wyoming area. 33, first down for the Mohawks.
They're moving the ball.
Yeah, showing some nice energy. Wanting to stay in this game as long as they can. Swinney sends Tyson and number 14, that's
Yellen.
Yellen,
And
to the near side, and he'll send Tyson in motion, and he'll give it to him around the left side. Yeah, Cameron Carr jumps on him, rides him down. Again, the snap was a little low, got the ball to Tyson a little low, and that changed the timing of the play, and weren't able to get much there. To be second and just behind the marker, we'll call it 11.
Frank, they had big old number 75 pulling guard.
Yep.
He was out there.
Second and 11 at the Warrior 34.
That's our friend, Mr. Ryan Maffei.
Dimitri DePietro is going to take a spot on Petronic here. Harris is going to draw number 11. That's Hood. We'll watch that matchup. And he is looking long for Petronic. And
almost through his hands.
a little bit, yeah, through his hands. Leo Harris was there, had a chance.
Frank Petronic and Hood on the same side. That's hard to defend.
That's a dangerous combination. But it does fall incomplete, and it will bring up a third and a long.
7:56 to play in the third quarter.
At the Warrior 34. So probably in 2-down territory here. Maybe they'll try to get half of it back with one play and keep themselves from a 4th and 12. But Hood and Petronic, like you said, you put them on the edge there. That's a dangerous combination to defend. And now Zaquay Williamson draw and Dominic DeLuca is going to wave him off. He's going to take Hood. And now
there you go.
Dimitri DePietro is in quickly and
broken up.
Didn't get the sack. Swinney got away from him, but obviously disrupted the play enough that Swinney had to get rid of it much quicker than he had planned to. And it's another incomplete pass and brings up a 4th and 11 at the Warrior 44. JP Gashai will check out. Probably put in another D back there. So good pressure up the middle there from Dimitri DePietro on his blitz. And he was big last week too. He had a big second half pressure that resulted in a Matt Wajkowski interception. It really was a momentum turner in that game.
Yes. Trying to get the hands in the ball in the hands of Tyler Yellen. The last two plays.
So 4th and 12, big play here for Myers. Swinney is now looking to his left for Hood down the left sideline.
That's a nice
and he's
catch.
got him, and he's inside the 5, and it was a nice pass, a nice catch. Inside the Warrior 5.
There's the mismatch, Frank.
Yeah.
He's with Zaquay.
Just the size, just in terms of size,
mismatch. That's it, not talent, just size.
Right. So Hood makes the catch, and it's 1st and goal for the Mohawks. 7:12 left in the third quarter. As Myers converts on that fourth down play. Hood, yeah, I haven't seen his numbers, but maybe he could have been injured. But
they're marching back here. I see some laundry on the field.
Okay. Thanks for being my eyes there. So that negates probably their best play of the game. Well, they had one here at the end of the half to Hood too.
It was someone downfield that shouldn't have been.
When you're down 31-0, you can't afford to lose big plays like that, obviously. So that hurts. That hurts a team that's scuffling and trying to get back in this game, and now they got 4th and forever.
7:42 to play in the third quarter.
4th and Wyoming Avenue now for the Mohawks. And they'll take a timeout. Maybe they want to punt it away. And it's tough. It's tough when you execute and you just have one aspect and it brings it back.
It was a nice play, Frank.
It was nice pass.
Jeez Hood is a very good talent.
Very impressed. Quarterback is putting the ball in some nice spots. So they will point it back to the Warriors. Here's the kick, and somebody got in there and slipped down. Brian Williams is going to take it on the run at the 15.
Nice.
He's going to come back to the middle. Now he's looking back to get back to the left sideline, and he will pick up a couple blockers, and he is inside of Anthony Scalzo, and he's up to the 30 for a 15-yard return. So another case of the senior special team standout making the most of what he had in front of him. Fielding the ball on the run at the 15, taking it back towards the middle and back up towards the left sideline for a nice return up to his own 30, where the Warriors will start their first possession of the second half. And it looks like we do still have the first string out there. And 7:24 left, and they lead 31-0. Harry asked me if the missile or rocket checked in. The missile sent us a message. We're going to give it on our next break.
Corey Maruck,
Left
nice
carry,
move.
Corey Maruck over the left side. And he's up to the 35-yard line. About a 5-yard carry. That'll bring up a 2nd and 5 for the Warriors. Yeah, so the next stoppage in play, Kadri Ismail was good enough to send us a goodwill message for both teams, and we'll read that. And he put that out on Twitter this morning. Brian Williams is split to the right. Jake Bush split to the left. And they gave us to Maruck again over center. Just carrying people, and he's got a first down up to the 48-yard line, about an 18-yard carry for the junior. I don't have a term for him. I can't call him a tailback. I can't call him a fullback. I'm just going to call him a superback. Okay, we're going to make up our own term here for the junior superback. About an 18-yard carry up to the 47-yard line. First down for the Warriors.
Frank, he carried with him Malik Robinson, Ryan Judge, and Jose Rivera. 3 guys he carried.
Tremendous
for 5
power.
yards.
And play action, and he's looking down the right sideline. And Brian Williams comes up with it.
Very good coverage.
And he is going to take it down to the 16-yard line. We'll give that 36 yards in the air. Pass play. And the coverage wasn't bad. Brian Williams just did a great job to get inside of the defender and make that catch. And Dominic DeLuca had some heat on that one. And junior to senior combination, again, just looking stronger every game. Like I said, it was nice coverage, but just Brian Williams made nice positioning on the ball to get inside the defender. And he's got it down to the 12-yard line where the Warriors will have 1st and 10. They lead 31-0, and there's 5:55 left in this third quarter. I formation now. DeLuca takes the snap. He'll give it over left side to Corey Maruck. He's got a couple before Myers closes in on him. Number 2, I'm going to give credit for a tackle for Myers.
That's Ryan Judge or Malik Robinson.
Number 11.
Number 11 is Najeez Hood.
Najeez Hood. Okay, so showing out on defense there also for the Mohawks. 2nd and call at 5. 5:20 now left in the third quarter. And they are at the Myers 7-yard line. It's going to send Jake Bush here to the near side. Brian Williams is split to the far side. I think they're running it from here. Yeah, Corey Maruck is going to take it over left side. He cuts it back to the middle. He's at the 3 and still pushing people. And did he score on that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. He was held up at the 3, kept his feet moving, and the newly anointed superback carries big people into the end zone and says, hey, I like you guys a lot, but I got to score here. And that's exactly what he did, is he crossed the plane of the goal line and scores another touchdown for the Warriors. Wow. Every time you think you're amazed, he just makes another carry that just...
Frank, is there a phone booth here somewhere?
I don't know. He must have ducked into it. I don't think they have them anymore, but he must have found one behind the stands there because he changed into it real quick. Aaliyah Cranston has the extra point, and it's 38-0 Warriors. 4:57 left in the third quarter. So to see a kid running that hard, you're up by 31 points. He had a couple big guys that had their arms, like we said, they had their arms around him.
He was buried,
and it was just all determination, will, and heart, and everything you got, saying, "You're not going to stop me. You're not going to stop." And he took them 3 yards into the end zone. So I don't know. I'd like to see that play on huddle again in slow motion. You don't see carries like that.
He just kept digging, Frank.
No, you don't see a combination of power like that. And Warrior alum, 31-0. They bowed and says tough run, and Nate was a tough runner. So if he's throwing out a compliment like that, then you know it was a good run. 38-0 Warriors.
Frank, that's a 2-time district champion at 160 driving that ball.
You want to jump on my head? I'm going to carry into the end zone. And just again another statement drive. Okay, so Myers came out like with a lot of energy. The drive did bog down. They did turn the ball over, and the Warriors said, "Okay, we took your best shot. We didn't yield any points, and we're going to put some on the scoreboard, some more on the scoreboard of our own."
Frank, a team like
There's Jaden Wilson, and he kicks it deep to the 15. I think that's DeSoy. He'll come up the middle of Petronic, and he'll have a nice return to their own 33-yard line. Myers will set up shop. Yeah, Nate was doing 23. I forgot that. Yeah. Gotta love those 23s. Yeah, it's funny, Nate. That's a good point. It's funny how, like, as a player, you follow guys that have your number and you want them to show out for you. You know. Of course, guys didn't want my number after I was done with it. They said too many false starts. Yeah. So, but no, it's nice that follow your number and yeah, Corey Muck is representing the 2-3.
That's right.
Very well.
Frank, I'm looking at that 71 down there. That takes me back a few years.
Yeah, that's like you said. Yeah. That's a big man's number and given a big man's effort from Thomas Wojtkowski. Swinney looks to his right, looking for Hood. Behind the line of scrimmage, maybe a little deeper than
he wanted it. Frank, over there.
Yeah.
Jacob Bush, or is that Jacob Williams?
Jacob Williams, yeah, number 17.
He was covered well.
Jacob a sophomore now?
Yes.
Okay, he was up with the varsity as a freshman, and one of those guys earning some more significant playing time this year. Stellar in the defensive backfield. Zaquay Williamson getting some time here in the defensive backfield. That's going to help this team in terms of depth down the road.
Yes, sir.
Swinney takes the snap. He drops straight back, and Cameron Carr, man. And I guess they must have had two capes in that phone booth because Cameron Carr put one on too. Derek Ambrosino was in there as well, and Thomas Wojtkowski. So if by some force of nature you were going to escape Cameron Carr, here's Derek Ambrosino.
Still got to deal with the
here's Thomas Wojtkowski. You're going to go down. So third and Susquehanna Ave now for the Myers. I need to draw light. They've got some good athletes over there. They made some nice pass plays here, but we got a quick, aggressive defense that pursues. This is going to happen, and it's happening to a good team tonight.
Right.
A very good team.
That's right.
4-2.
Quick, Frank.
Yeah.
They're meeting a quick defense.
Yeah. So they're definitely on their heels a little bit. And it's like dominoes. When you play with that kind of confidence and you get one big play, it becomes another big play, and suddenly you're putting a team out of the game. So Swinney drops straight back, and he's looking deep for. Yeah.
He dropped the ball, Frank.
Tyson dropped it?
That was Tyson.
Okay. So Tyson found a spot underneath the coverage, and if he could have held on to it, it would have been a first down. And that was fourth down?
Fourth down.
Okay. So a lot of
2:32 to go.
Give a lot of credit to Coach Labach. That was kind of their last ditch to kind of stay in this game, and Darius Tyson almost came down with it, found a spot right in front of the coverage.
I stand corrected, Frank. That was third down. It is fourth down.
Okay. So the Myers punter, that's number 25, I think, and he's standing back at David Casper, standing back at his own 10, and he'll get the ball off to either Brian Williams or Leo Harris standing inside their 45. It looks like it's going to be well over Harris's head, and he'll do well just to maybe let it go. I guess he didn't touch it, so he did well to let it go. Let it go at the 10. Poison. Let it go, yeah. What a punt!
Very nice.
Yeah. That's 50 yards plus. So give credit to the Meyer, David Casper. Yeah.
That's a beautiful foot.
David Casper, we're going to give you the Silver Toe Award tonight on Senior Night at Wyoming area for that punt, and that will put the Warriors at their own 10. 1:27 left in the third quarter. Looks like we still got the first unit out there. Let's see if they can wind us out of this third quarter with the current lead. Jake Bush will take a spot to our near side. Brian Williams on the far side. The give is to, I think that's Zaquay Williamson following Dylan Williams that time.
He almost broke that, Frank.
So Zaquay getting some time in there. Haven't seen Nick Elko tonight. Because we don't know from week to week what there's injuries or whatnot. Darren Rodney, I don't think we've seen.
Darren Rodney, yes.
So, but that gives some other guys some opportunities. Quay Williamson got the carry there, and he might have got a yard. We'll give it 2nd and 9.
I'm looking to see where Vincenzo's at, Frank.
Vincenzo, yeah, I haven't seen him. Here's the pitch to Williamson. Then and he's got a nice running edge.
Speed.
He tried to get to the corner. Got past the line of scrimmage before Reese Petronic did find him and drag him down. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. We will not get another playoff in this 3rd quarter. And the Warriors will exit this 3rd quarter with a 38-0 lead over the Myers Mohawks. And a 3rd and 8. And there they go. 4 fingers up in the air. Got to play 4 quarters.
Got to play 4.
And 4th quarter is the one that they own. So no relaxing there from the Warriors in that 3rd quarter.
Frank, I thought they would come out and sit on it.
Stomping the foot on the accelerator, yeah. And now I'm sure you get to this point in the game, they want to run the ball a little bit, keep the clock moving. I'm sure we'll see some more personnel get involved.
Yeah, I'd like to see us change it up, Frank, so we don't get nobody injured.
Warrior Nation is excited. Band sounds good. You know, coming up tonight, coming up into the stands, you feel that little bit of a Christmas in the air. It's football weather.
It's coming.
And I'm sure it's about 5 to 8 degrees cooler than it was at kickoff. So that football weather is here. You see the pink in the audience. I got my pink on my hat here for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Yeah. It's October.
That's right.
There's no more summer, lamenting the end of summer. It's football time. It's football weather. Yeah. So get your hot chocolate. And we talked about, hey, we're going to be here in November. So if you're out and about shopping, you want to load up on the boots, the scarves, and the leg warmers. Jacob Williams is under center now, and he's going to roll to his left, and he will take a loss there for the Warriors. I think he was looking for a receiver on the left side, maybe Brian Williams. So Jacob Williams took the helm there for the Warriors on that play, and he'll probably be forced into a punting situation as see Dominic DeLuca comes out. But yeah, we got to get ready for some November football too. So you're out there shopping. Like I said, we support our local vendors, but get what you need. Hunter socks or long woolen socks and gloves and mittens. I like the hats with the tassel, on it, so I can see which way the wind is blowing.
That's right.
DeLuca sets up inside his own end zone, and there's a flag immediately, and he gets off an end-over-end kick, and it'll be taken by DeSoy, and he makes a nice little move before he fumbles it away, and the Warriors will recover that. So we got to sort a lot of things out here.
We got a false start down there, Frank. False start on the Warriors.
Come back.
That was a big hit, Frank.
That Dylan Williams who delivered that hit?
I think it was Mikolajczyk, number 90.
Oh, okay. 85.
85.
Yeah.
He's a little slow getting up.
He might have been a good collision there and knocked the ball loose from the talented senior for Myers. Jack Smile says, pity Holy Redeemer. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll get through this one. Jack Smiles checked in last week. Did you see he was down at Penn State? He was watching the game before a Roaring Fire on his MacBook, I think. So, Jack.
I have a lot of respect.
Jack. I read his columns for years. We've all enjoyed his columns. A very good writer, very good author. A couple books out there. Big Warrior fan and big Warrior supporter. So.
He doesn't know who I am, but I always
Dominic DeLuca gets the punt off, and it's a nice boot this time, and he'll drive DeSoy back to midfield as it takes a bounce. He'll take it up on the 46, and he'll try to get some yards before Mr. Ambrosino brings him down at the 36-yard line. Yeah, Jack covered the Warriors program for quite a long time, and it's nice when it's not just a job. So looked like he became a Warrior fan, and that's nice.
I always look for that article.
If you're not born up, you grow up in the program, and you become a fan, you appreciate it the way we do. Yeah, we appreciate it the way we do.
Become a Warrior.
We had Mark on at halftime, and you see what the program does for these kids. And Mark, whether he played tennis, football, or was in chess club, Mark would have been a success anyway. But you know, these things that it does for the kids. In turn, I tell the kids all the time, even if you never see the field, the growth that you'll have from being a part of this program is just going to make you a better person.
Return from it, Frank.
So Swinney takes the snap, and he'll give over the right side.
Looks like DeSoy.
DeSoy.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, okay. He's got a 7 or 8 yard carry. So this is a team that won 4 games. They have some good skill athletes. They have some good seniors, and this is the time of the game. As an athlete, as a performer, you want to say, hey, look, I can't do anything about the score that's on the board, but me personally as a player, you're not going to beat me. You can beat my team. You're not going to beat me. I'm going to give my best effort until the final buzzer. And you're seeing that for some kids from Myers. So there's the hand carried by DeSoy over the right side. And he shows some shifty footwork, and he gets down the right sideline, and he's got the first down and more. Something went in the air. Was it somebody's arm pad?
Towel, arm pad.
Najee's Hood saluted him. He said, that's a great carry, and he threw his towel there. And he gets down to the 16-yard line. So one of those kids we're talking about, a senior, and he wants to say, hey, Wyoming area, I'll shake hands with you after the game, but it's not the end of the game yet. You're going to get my best.
Minute to win it.
Yeah, you're
going
to get my best for the next 9. You got it for the first 40 minutes. You're going to get it for the last 8 minutes too. Swinney calls for the snap, and it is low and away from him before he does pick it up. And I think he's got 7, 8, or 9 jerseys on him before Mr. Scalzo came down with him. So unfortunately, the snap was well to his right. He did a good job to pick it up. But when he turned back, he saw that wall of green and gold. And I'm sure his systolic blood pressure went about as high as mine as I was driving in I-81 traffic on my way back from Penn State. But he did manage to maintain possession. It's a loss of about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for the Mohawks. 8:38 left, and they are at the Warrior 20-yard line. Now he'll send a man in motion. He'll give it around the left.
Right from
number 5, and he cuts it back to the middle, and he's going to have about an 11-yard carry. Reese Petronic.
He took the snap.
He took the snap. The direct snap to him. Okay.
Snap, yes.
We'll have to look for that later, but if that was pulling some rabbits out of the hat here for Myers late in the game, and another talented skill athlete from Myers, and he took that ball for about a 12-yard carry. It's going to leave them a 3rd and short at the 9-yard line. I see Tyson in the backfield there, and DeSoy with Swinney. I don't see Hood out there, and it's another low snap, but he does a great job to pick it up and maybe get back to the line of scrimmage. That looked like it was going to go through his legs initially, and he reached back through his legs. So sometimes even in adverse conditions, you see an athlete make an athletic play, and he saves catastrophe. And that's
you said it before. Wyoming areas, they have the beauty of that great snap.
Yeah.
It
makes
this here is hurting
so. It makes so much of a difference, right? It makes so much of a difference in the timing of your offense. But the young man, Mr. Swinney, did well just to avoid catastrophe on that play. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 2. Swinney's got DeSoy in the backfield with him, and he'll give it to him around left end. He gets a nice stiff arm, and he's going to carry it into the end zone, and that's a touchdown for Kevin DeSoy.
He fought hard.
The senior, he did. He earned every yard of that touchdown.
He went 18 feet from he earned it.
Got around the left edge. Nice stiff arm. That got him what he needed for the first down, and then, much as Mr. Maruk was on his last touchdown, he was not to be denied into getting into the end zone, and it puts the Mohawks on the board. So a team that, they're probably going to be 4-3 at the end of this game, but they still have a lot of football to play, and they're one of those teams that's going to be one of the 8 that's in the mix, and they're showing, hey, still got some fight left. Oh, and the kick is blocked, and I think we're going to give number 71 credit for that. Thomas Wykowski, from his position on the line, got in and made the block. Yeah. He's been doing a lot of impressive things for the Warriors this year, and now he gets in and blocks it. So 38-6. 7:04 left in the 4th quarter. So I like what I'm seeing from Coach Laubach's troops, and it's you come into a big game like this, you're hoping to make a good showing, and then you get behind by quite a bit. And the easiest thing in the world is to quit without thinking you're quitting. You know, to think that you're giving 100% and not really. But I haven't seen that from Meyers, and I just give a lot of credit to their senior leaders who are still thinking, hey, well, there's still a lot of football left to play. There's still a lot of season left to play.
That's right.
And who knows who we'll see in the playoffs.
That's right.
So one game is one game.
That's right.
But I like when I see kids fighting till the end and still.
Right to the end.
Yeah, and we're seeing that from Myers Mohawks, and definitely impressive. Harry Heck says Williamsport 14-13 over Pittston. So our neighbors across the river are putting on quite a showing against Williamsport. We saw Williamsport here last year. What a talented team that Joey Fagnano, the quarterback, he's a D1 prospect. So we'll root for our neighbors from across the river maybe to pull that one out. Thanks, Harry.
We might see an outside kick here.
I would expect nothing less from Coach Slabach, and that's what it is. A little squib. And it's going to be picked up there by number 16, Giovanni Sancho, and he's got some room down the right sideline. And he'll bring it up to the 37-yard line, where the Warriors will set up shop with 6:52 left in the contest. So now's the time of the game. I see Tierra Rhodes out there. I see Jake Bush. I see Vincenzo Jambra. I see number 53. I think that's Nazir. 52 is Nazir
Right? Tierra Rhodes is out there.
Yep, 66. Who's that?
66 is Sean Kostak.
Sean Kostak. All right. You know
glad
Sean.
to see him
Yeah.
out there.
I think Brother Dylan is here tonight. He said he was going to try to get to this game.
Parents are listening or
Jacob
they're here.
Williams has charge of the offense, it looks like. Looks like Caleb Graham is going to take a right end spot there, nephew. Jacob Williams will take the snap and he'll give it to Vincenzo Jambra. He's got a couple yards following. Looks like Colby Gashai there. Yes, he'll be up to the 38-yard line. Bring up a second and long 8 for the Warriors. Yeah, Tierra Rhodes. 53, did we call his name?
A.J. Merlino.
A.J. Merlino, all right. So Jacob Williams has the play, and he checks in. I'm telling his truth. Who's 31? Split to the left.
That's Peter Calamares.
Peter Calamares. All right. And our fullback is Colby Gashai. And it looks like the sophomore Vincenzo Jambra will have the tailback duties. We've got a stoppage in play here.
Frank, our center's Nasir Condry.
Nasir Condry. I know he's been working hard at that
Another
position
wrestler.
too. Yeah. Bryce Hinkle took over the job from Steven Sokash-Minnick, but nice to see Nazir get a look here too. That brings up a 2nd and 3 for the Warriors. Williams takes the snap. He gives it to Jambra on the right side, and that's a nice penetration by number 58 for the Myers Mohawks. You get credit for that tackle.
That's Derek Yaskevich.
Derek Yaskevich. Okay. And I'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Warriors. They lead 38-6. There's 5 minutes left in this contest.
Frank, if you don't mind, I'll give a shout out here to some of these Myers Mohawks that I see out there. Justin Eberhardt, Derek Yaskevich, Josh Woodward. Woodward, yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll name them.
Dylan Hausnick.
Williams takes the snaps. He gives it to Colby Gashai. He's got a couple up to the 45-yard line of Myers.
Another
bring
name,
up
Frank, Jabril Crumbly.
Okay.
Crumbly.
4th and 3. So these will be the guys that will be competing for spots on that first Wilkes-Barre Wolfpack team next
team, right.
next fall.
Mikhail Henderson, I think I know his parents.
Yeah.
Josh Jones.
Timeout Warriors. They lead 38-6 with 4:09. You know what? I was supposed to give that message from Kadri, and I will now. I don't know if Harry's still watching. So this morning on Twitter we said, hey, it's the final Wyoming area Myers Mohawk game. Put out a signal, hey, Kadri, would you check in? Would you have anything to say to our guys? And he was gracious enough to say, hey, and this is a quote from him, to both sides of the conflict, in quotation marks, I pray for a safe and competitive game. Play hard for one another and enjoy every aspect. Who's going to make the big play? Do your job, respect, Mohawks, steadfast forever. That's professional,
I like
right?
that.
That's
I
a
like
professional. Kadri Ismail,
That's-
the Myers graduate, Super Bowl champion with the Baltimore Ravens, now a
Ravens.
TV and radio personality. Of course, Rocket Ismail excited us so much in the 80s, and that was really a golden age for football in the Wyoming Valley Conference.
Yes.
And so to send two of our best athletes to programs like Notre Dame and Syracuse, and then eventually the pros, it was just a great time to be a fan of Wyoming area football, Wyoming Valley Conference with football, and see them go on and have the careers that they had, and still have an affinity, obviously, for their alma mater, the Myers Mohawks. So DeLuca takes the snap. He gets off a punt, crawl down the right sideline. It's taken there.
Oh, boy, you touched that,
number
Frank.
20, yes, and it's going to be kicked around. And it looks like Jambra is going to try to come up with it. It's still rolling back inside the 5 now, and there's a pile of about a dozen players there. We'll have to see who comes up with it.
Benton's going to come out of the bottom of that pile with the ball.
I see Jarrell Shepalonis down there, number 47.
I think it's Matt Benton, 33. Yeah, he came out with the ball.
Matty Benton, the senior, on senior night. So good job, Matty B. All right. And he's going to go back in there on offense. So exciting for that senior to pick up that fumble.
Nice.
Matty B. I used to call him Matty Unbelievable in Little League. So he makes an unbelievable recovery there of that fumble, and the Warriors will start on the Myers 5 with 3:44 left here. And it looks like Blaze Sokash Minnick will check in now and have control of this offense. Hazleton still 14-0 over Berwick.
Frank Giovanni Sancho. He's in the back.
Blaze gets the carry to Sancho. He's along the right side. He's crawling up the right sideline. He twists and turns, and he's going to get down to about the 2-yard line, where it'll be second and goal for the Warriors. I'm gonna crawl out here so I can look out the window and call it from here. Okay. Tia Rhodes checks out. Who's number 69 there checking in for the Warriors?
69 is Stephen Sokach Minnick.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not. It must be 59. Steven's out. That's Jaden Rustin. Yeah. So Blaze under center, and he'll take the snap. He'll give to Sancho on the left side. He's got room. He's going to hit the corner, and he will be in for the score. Giovanni Sancho around left side, and the Warriors lead 44-6. So the speedy senior on senior night gets into the end zone and scores with 2:37 left. So we had the scintillating senior setup with the fumble recovery at the 5-yard line by Matty Bain. Then we got Giovanni Sancho getting 2 carries, and on the second carry, he's around the left end and in for the touchdown. 44-6. And they're going to go for 2 here. No, Jaden Rustin. And he might hit the fidelity sign there on the scoreboard. Here's the snap to Harris. And the kick is good for the 45th Warrior point of the night. Warriors lead 45-6 with 2:37. 14-14 Berwick. Ooh, so Berwick coming back to tie that up. So next week we'll be at Redeemer. I might be at Penn State, but I'm told that our executive producer
Brittany
and camera person Brittany may be there. Right? Good. So we'll see.
For my daughter.
2 weeks from tonight, we'll be here for homecoming against the Hanover Hawkeyes. And then we got to find a way to get in that Pittston area press box.
Oh, that's going to be
3 weeks from tonight. I don't throw the records out, but I saw them play against Coughlin a couple weeks ago, and they have some nice athletes. You never know what they're going to get.
Take some crispy cream donuts over there.
All right.
You might get in.
Oh, yeah, we'll see what. Well, it's Pittston. We might have to take.
See what they like.
We might have to take some Genoa salami and a little provolone. Whatever it's, and I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that it'll all get over there.
Right.
But there'll be enough. There'll be enough for some kind of bribe. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, we
I
definitely
definitely won't make that promise either.
we definitely would like to get over there for that game.
That's some of my favorite.
Especially if we're where we think we would be
That's right.
in terms of wins and losses.
That's right, yeah.
Without saying what we're saying. Just saying. So Jaden Russin has the kickoff duties at the 40. 2:37 left in the contest. Now let's see how far he boots this one. And it's going to come down inside the 20. Take it at the 20 by Hood. And he's up to, that's number 12. And he's up to midfield.
That's LaTroy McBride.
Another tall athlete. Looks like he's got some good speed. So that could be one of the Wolfpack's skill position athletes next year. And Myers will start.
You know, Frank, he's a senior, so.
Oh, okay. So he'll be a Wolfpack fan.
He'll be a Wolfpack fan.
All right. And the band is getting ready. Play. This is their pre-alma mater side. The Warriors do their little dance where they do do-si-do, right?
Do-si-do.
Yeah, something.
I think that's what it's called.
I don't know what it's called. It looks good though. And it looks even better tonight. They're in their pink on the first Friday in October. So I don't know if that's Swinny.
No, that's number 18, Frank. That is Giovanni Martinez.
Okay, Giovanni Martinez. He's tackled by Sean Kostak.
Big Sean. I just seen him the other day. I told him I need to see you on the field.
Might have got a second. Hey, number 94 is in there for the Warriors. Number 87, Thomas Collins.
That's James Miller.
James Miller, okay.
And 87, Thomas Collins, yes.
Number 41 is that...
41 is John O'Brien.
Oh, John O'Brien, okay. 2nd and 9 now. For the Mohawks, we're down to 1:10 left in the contest. And take the snap, and he's looking over the right side, and Sean Kostak was there again.
He's a
In the
big
back
boy.
there, he is. Third
He's a
and
big
line.
boy. I stood next to him. He's a very big boy.
So we're seeing the names that we could be calling, who knows, later in the season or definitely
in the
next season.
Right.
Playing time is always good. Now we got number 38 checking in for the Warriors.
That is Matthew Scalanger.
Okay. We got 30 seconds, so this could be the final play, depending on the contest.
In there.
He sends in motion around the left side, number 3. And he's
That's
tackled
Ryan
by a
Judge.
host of Warriors. Number 52, Connery. Number 47, Shepalonis. Number 66, Kostak. And number 99, William Samatelli.
He's
The Silver Hammer Award winner.
Silver Hammer.
And that's it. The Warriors win 45-6 over the Myers Mohawks. They go to 7. They go to 7-0 on senior night, and they line up. And for the final time in this series, they'll shake hands with guys with Myers Mohawks helmets on and jerseys. And we're sad to see that that program and this rivalry come to end. But it did finish well for our Wyoming area Warriors as they go to 7-0 on the season. So just tremendous effort by the Warriors tonight, offensively and defensively, against a winning team, and showing that they are worthy of all the plaudits and compliments being thrown their way as we progress through this season. We'll look at the final 3 weeks. We'll be on the road for 2 weeks. Redeemer and Pittston, and sandwiched in between will be homecoming against the Hanover area Hawkeyes. Always good. I didn't see any injuries tonight. I didn't see anybody go off. Saw guys coming back to action. Huge game from our super back, Corey Maruck.
Super.
Didn't need to go to the air too often tonight, but when we did, Dominic DeLuca and Brian Williams were there. I think Derek Ambrosino had a nice touchdown, a nice big catch on third down. Good interior line play. Cameron Carr, big again. Anthony Scalzo, just a great top to bottom effort from the Warrior roster.
Team defense.
Team defense. So we'll We'll see if we have any late scores. 26, Pittston over Williamsport, 26-14. Wow. So, you know what? Hats off. If that's true, if that's true, we have no reason to doubt it. Definitely hats off to the Patriots.
That's
and
going to be the game.
You know, as fans, you know, I don't even look at a Pittston game until the final couple of weeks. Because I know what kind of reputation they have of getting better and better.
It doesn't matter how good
they got Coach Barberry over there. Like I said, no matter what the records are that night, we are going to have our hearts and our throats. You know, but we got 2 games to get through before we get to that. But it's exciting to think about it. Exciting to think it's almost upon us again. But as always, we thank you for joining us. We have a great time. 2.5, 3 hours passes like a couple minutes when you're with friends who love football, love each other, and love the program. So thanks from Frank DeAngelo, Carl Zielinski, Craig Juszkiewicz, and Brittany. Thanks for joining us. We may see you next weekend. We'll let you know.
We'll let you know. Maybe not without the expert
There's Craig's promise,
but it'll be on the screen.
All right, thanks, Craig. We'll see you in a week, and definitely in 2 weeks here versus Hanover on homecoming night. Until then, God bless. Say, go Penn State. Penn State has nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
Stay at home, Penn State, and enjoy the weekend. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Thanks.
Let's see if we can get the